Hi, everyone. Welcome into this week's Keys to the Crown presented by Crown Royal. I'm Daniel Sallerson. We're here to help you set your fantasy lineup for week 4. And to help us do that, we welcome in Lakisha Wesseling from NFL.com. Lakisha, I really appreciate you joining me today.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to start with the Saints and the Lions on Sunday afternoon. Saints looking to bounce back after a tough loss on Sunday Night Football, I should say, to the Green Bay Packers, and then the Lions coming off a big win over the Arizona Cardinals, looking for 2 in a row. So like we do every week, give me someone to start, give me someone to sit, and maybe a sleeper to keep an eye on this Sunday.
This one was hard because of the injury factors. A lot depends on if Michael Thomas comes back this week. He says he's hopeful. Jared Cook left last week's game with a groin injury, and right now his status is unknown. But with all that said, I would go with Emmanuel Sanders. Now, I know Tre'Quan Smith had more touches, but Sanders was the one who found the end zone in last week's loss to the Packers, so I would definitely start him this week. And sit. Now, I don't know if you wanted to or not, but if you thought about sitting the Lions defense, I definitely would not start it. So we'll put up a lot of points against this defense. They're coming off a high-scoring loss to the Packers. Now they're going to be going against one of the worst defenses in the NFL. The Lions are 3rd worst in rushing yards allowed and 2nd worst in yards per carry. So I definitely would not start the Lions defense if you were thinking about it. Do not do it. Now, sleeper, Latavius Murray. Sorry about that. Hear me out, though. Murray hasn't scored a touchdown yet this season, but he's still getting targets. He's now logged at least 13 touches in 2 of the first 3 weeks this season. I think he finally scores a touchdown this week against a Lions' poor rush defense. So, Latavius Murray, touchdown this week, guaranteed.
Absolutely. Latavius Murray got a ton of touches in that game against the Green Bay Packers, so hopefully he'll get in the end zone again on Sunday afternoon. Not as many waiver wire targets as there were week 3 due to all the injuries, which is a good news. That means not as many people got hurt in week 3, but give me someone out there that fans can look out for on the waiver wire.
Definitely. For offense, I would definitely go with Bengals rookie wide receiver T. Higgins. He didn't see the field in week 1. He saw some targets in week 2, and then he was moved to the starting lineup in week 3. He scored 2 touchdowns against an Eagles defense that didn't allow any touchdowns to wideouts in the first 2 games, and he has great chemistry with Joe Burrow. I expect to see his role continue to grow against the Jaguars in week 4, and he is still available in 98.9% of the leagues.
All right, before we wrap things up, let's turn our attention to Thursday Night Football. It's the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. Lakisha, both teams desperately needing a win tonight. So give me someone to start, give me someone to sit, and maybe a sleeper pick for tonight's ballgame.
If you had to start anybody from this game, which I'm hoping that you don't have to, but if you do, I would definitely go with the Denver Broncos defense. The Jets offense is horrendous right now. They're allowing the most fantasy points per game to defenses. So if you have to start anybody, Broncos defense is where it's at. Now I would sit out Jerry Judy this week. He caught 5 of 9 passes for 15 yards in week 3. He's 2nd in targets behind Noah Fant, and Brett Rippon is expected to start at QB this week. And I just wouldn't take a chance on them. His only drive ended with an interception in the red zone in last week's loss to the Buccaneers. So I definitely wouldn't start Jerry Judy. Now, with sleepers, I would go with Melvin Gordon. He's played well with Drew Lock, but struggled with Jeff Driscoll behind center last week against the Buccaneers. Now, the Jets have given up 4.6 carries to opposing running backs this season, so I expect Melvin Gordon to have a bounce-back week against the Jets.
All right, should be an interesting matchup tonight between the Jets and the Broncos. That's Lakisha Wesseling from NFL.com, and those are your Keys to the Crown presented by Crown Royal.